outranged by the Azir and the Rumble, of course. You know, I walk away from this thinking, top Esports has a very fragile composition. W have a Skarner that can start fights pretty well. Might just recall afterwards because he'll have... But if he recalls, he'll be a little bit behind. Doesn't get... Hang on a second. Hung. Doesn't have that much HP. God, he doesn't have that much HP at all. Tayin flashes. Can't finish the kill. Hung caught out, but not killed. Importantly, Monkey now banned for banned. Fight around bot side potentially. Ooh, catch on the Vampire. Root hits though onto Jaculov. And gets a shield on the way back. Ult coming through from Cream. Early level 6. Remember, there's no flash on Taeyun. Raptors. Red buffs happening now. Grubs are alive. Toppies was choosing not to contest these right now. Kanavi could come over, but I think Kanavi's playing for individual advantage, not for team advantage. 3 grubs to the side of W. It's not a small thing to give over, but then again, Monkey falling behind. He's done great damage onto Karis. That could get flicked back, though. Needs to be careful. Reese is starting to see no that he's just jumped it. Well, he's just jumped into a Skarner. He's going to die. Gets a little bit of healing from the passive. He'll die fairly quickly. There's a teleport coming in from Talia. Okay. Dragon's been started up, which is why they want to do too much here. Good flick back onto Vampire. Hung catching out Vampire. Flying in is Taeyun. Here comes the equalizer. Dragon is stolen by Monkey. And 369 getting caught out might just lead top Esports into an uneven numbered fight. Vampire will die. Kanavi still strong in the backline here. Taeyun does have flash. Will he need to use it? No, he won't. He will just at the end. Cream will die. WE get themselves a huge fight in the bottom side after 369. For that last Dragon. I'm not been a big fan of his Gwen. I know he had one MVP game on it, but his early game Gwen has not been fantastic. This time it's not going to be the cleanse getting that much value through one man impale. Once the Rakan will be an easy kill. Double ults invested. And 369 has his ult too. That feels like a lot of ultimates used. Now, if they hadn't used those ultimates, they might have been able to kill 369 under turret. I don't think they can now. 369 clears through another wave. I'm getting a little bit support. W will have to contend with. Jacalov's still very much in this game. Now, he didn't go for the cold. That could be important. I'm jumping forwards onto Monkey. Okay, rooted down. Charm comes through. Monkey doesn't have flash. He has a blast cone. Can't hit it right now. Flicked up into the air. Hung will die to Karis. He goes on the other side. But Karis, you've just jumped in for a 0 HP Rakan. Flick back in. Cream getting some damage down. Taeyun repositioning in the wall. Means there's no extra follow-up. 369. Can the needlework land onto anyone? Double slow. They have a blast cone. Is that going to be enough to flick over the wall? Vampire, extra damage going onto him. Kanavi should get 1 kill here. He will do. What's the full kill count? 3 for 1? No, 3 for 2. Hung died as well. Let's push him for a tower. Feats of strength will go over to WE with this. Good early game from them. They'll go up to, what, a 3,000 gold lead? I mean, they chose to give up the grubs. The Herald, they did have control over top side, but didn't want to stay there again, I suppose. Kanavi now down a full level onto Monkey. Despite him playing so heavily for the individual advantage, not getting huge value there. Top Esports will trade 1 for 1 in this set of tower exchange. But 3 grubs, Herald, that could actually be the full mid lane turret being taken. It's at least going to be most of it. Not going to be the full one, though. Luckily for Top Esports. Teleport coming in from Cream. Dragon alive now. Top Esports spoiling for a fight if they're walking in for this. There's a flash on Rakan. Flashes up on everyone on WE too, though. You know, Monkey flash wall stun can be very powerful. Tries to stop it there. Flick back onto him. Try to get... Hang on a second. Flash of flash. That's Cream's down now. No HP really on Hung. Do they have to give things up because of that? Give up a second dragon? Perhaps just allow 369 to hit the side lane turret? Yeah, I think they do, actually. Dragon taken by W. Not able to get in towards mid lane now. W popped by Jaculov to make sure he can get the extra attack speed and damage onto tower. Do they get the full thing? Flick back onto Taeyun. That's dangerous. That's really dangerous. Can he defend the turret now? Now, I think by getting flicked back, they'll fail to defend that turret. 369 still has W. Good flick back from Cream. Good wall to stop them from clearing off as well. Almost a full level down on Monkey. He's got some huge value at the last moment. Hang on a second. Flick back missing onto Karis out of Fog of War. Good trade there. Hang on, there's a Cyclone here. There's a chance of a kill. Ult coming through. All right, Karis casting that early, making sure that Kanavi can't jump onto him. Mid lane turret for mid lane turret now. Top Esports lost so much HP on that last one that they will eventually give that down. Live, WE. Well, do they start it? Do they throw themselves into the fires of Atakan fights? Atakan is where games go to die. Flash away from Vampire, because that was Vampire, not Monkey, of course. Good thing taking that flash away. Jaculov ulting early. That's a problem. Flash in, and he gets the flash predict. Oh, Monkey Skarner strikes again. Jaculov flash getting the predict, and now I don't think that we have anything to worry about this Atacon. How did top esports fight it without an AD carry? Gwen's teleporting in, realizing, well, we've got to go for this anyway. Hoping that they can take the Atacon damage, do something about it. Chovy looking potentially for a smite fight, jumping in. W's good from 369. Kill onto the Nico. Atacon goes to WE, but where's the extra damage coming through? 369 can't do enough in the backline. No smite came through. What's the fight kill count right now? Well, with Jaculov dead, 2 for 2. With Jaculov dying before. I think Chovy makes a big mistake not going over the Nico ultimate. W will get themselves Atacon. They'll get themselves a fight. They'll get themselves a soul points. Potentially as well, trying to go on to Taeun. Does he have himself? No, he doesn't. Wow, they're both going to die. Jaculov coming back with the vengeance. Can't get the smite. It's going to go down to top esports. No soul point for WE. They overstay. Fall through the flash after. So Jaculov, bad pathing. Not great reaction either. Then right here, I think Chovy makes a huge mistake. Cube's going to die on the sideline. That's a huge problem for him too here, actually. In picture. Yeah, I think Chovy makes a mistake not flashing over the wall and the minefield and going in for a cyclone. I think that could have made a huge difference there, because 369 had an awesome angle in W. So suddenly, not bad from top esports. Let's get a kill while we're in the picture. We just mentioned that Chovy, he does have flash. Impale this time, not working out. Taeun does have ult. Don't think he wants to follow that one though. And of course, Invictus Gaming, who are coin flip central. Yeah, I think you can make an argument that top esports are still the best of our top 4 teams. They could actually still be our best team at the moment. Hang on, driving through the wall here. Impale is up again from Monkey, puts it on to 2 of them. There's the Nico ult, they get 3 there. 369 not here in time. Cyclone not getting great value on Takaris. And Taeun going into the backline. Jaculov, where's he in all of this mess? He's dead. He's dead. He's not even there. Where's the extra damage? Top esports, they were at a gold lead. They do have the solo laners alive. Taeun does have flash, does have cleanse. Monkey going through the wall. 369. That dash wasn't great, mate. That dash wasn't great. Monkey dies on the other side. 369 is just not delivered on the Gwen promise this game yet again. Is Gwen failing to deliver for yet another game? 1 and 3. WE find themselves a get fight, which get them back into the gold advantage. WE going towards the objective. Smite from Hung. Might go for a W smite. The spellbook coming through. All right, Hung. What do you got? Do you have a steal for us? Can he get into the pit? He's going in. I don't think he's getting low enough. He'll die before it goes in. Just another black mark on Hung's game. 0 and 5. Teleporting towards bot side. Vampire flashing forwards. Gets it over the Gwen W. Just wants a little bit of CC. Vampire might die for this, but if he gets 369, it's not a problem. He doesn't die anyway. Cyclone on bot side from Chovy is not going to do enough. It's another Impale onto a carry. Monkey Skarner has been such a good champion to watch from him over his career. From Jaculov. See them into the abyss. They will be losing this game 1 fairly shortly after this point. Can they bounce back in the rest of the series, though, is the question. WE. How many game 1s have they won to just tragically fall out of series? There's a reason they're 2 and 9. The game's not best of 1 anymore, folks. It's best of 3s has been for a very long time here. Hung going into the bot side of the map. And Criminals was quite a fragile team, but you could see that they could win these fights. But that is because of their draft. Going towards the dragon now, trying to delay a soul point. Comes through. Flash out from Hung. They do get themselves the dragon. Top esports. Delay the game potentially a little longer. Remember, Baron is still ticking for WE. Going, that's a great equalizer. Great damage onto Cream, onto Jaculov. Redemption comes through. Not a bad delaying. Hung's going to die for this. Hung's going to die. Soldiers start marching forwards. Not bad from Chovy in terms of the Cyclone. The Feather's not bad either. From Jaculov, flash in from Karis. He puts down the tower behind him. That'll be the cleanup fight which WE need. They might have got themselves a dragon, but they don't exactly have themselves any more HP bars. Top esports get blasted on the bot side of the map. 5 for 1. WE in game 1. As strong as the legends say. In Xi'an, WE take themselves a lead in this series. We've said that a number of times this split, only for it to end in heartbreak. Perhaps a different game here today. Yet to be seen. 1-0 for WE in our second game of the day. Top esports will have to bounce back. Just get it over with. Get out of laning phase. Get into the team fights. Alex can also outplay the Jarvan occasionally. Now, he's in base. He's been forced back early. Do they go for a level 2 dive? Flash force to the cube. That's a massive stun coming through. Hung might die for it. We'll see. Doesn't even die. Keep pushing in that bot side, hitting level 6. Back into this game, of course. Good gank towards mid lane. Karras completely blasted. Chovy, good angle. Time efficient gank. Doesn't waste that much time there either. Cube ulted on bot side, I presume, to stop 369 from getting himself under that turret as well. Q's going to get some CC under the turret. Cube will die. Not die, rather. Hang on a second. What's going to happen here? Chovy doesn't have level 6. Can't follow forward that much. Wave will be cleared up by 369. Level 6 hit by Jackalove. Monkey does have knock-up. And Jackalove was afraid of the flash dash in there for the knock-up into a combo. 1-for-1 in terms of grub. Sion coming into the play. There are a couple of flashes to use. Great curving the bullet there from 369. Ends up getting a great CC combo in. And the dunk comes after. Karras trying to get himself onto Jackalove. Jackalove going low, but he's not dead yet. Vampire not dead yet either. Cream has a little bit more damage to bring in. And Jackalove is taking so long to die. He will go down eventually. And I think the fight goes the favor of WE, actually. Flash forward. The shotgun double kill for Karras. Ends up being a 3-for-2. Top Esports losing the play that they start. What coming in from Karras? They have to peel off this dragon. Now, it's not going to fully reset either. Sion could ult into the play, but he's only half HP, can't do so. WE get themselves a good teleport in there. Great offensive teleport from Karras. Now, it does end up leaving the 2 grub rise to take turret plates. Is that... That might be a mistake from WE. Top Esports, I mean, bad vision control. Briggs and I get a Q out of here. Nice. How much damage? Ooh, good ult coming through as well. Could force the ult out of Karras. Damage onto him. Hang on, the dunk can kill him. Wow, they just slaughter him. He did not expect the damage coming out of the Jarvan. Great combo out of Fog of War from 369 and Chovy. Karras gets dunked. Can't play the game. Tayan's lost how many waves mid lane? You know, he's down 30 CS again to Jackalove after recovering some of that. That's actually due to Vampire and Monkey. Teleport in. This is from the Cassante. Herald's being started. Sion's coming in. Can they win the fight? This is where the flash comes through from them. Can they get that big team fight they need? Where is that big team fight? They said they've been focusing on it. Good combo over the wall from Vampire. Stolen by Chovy. Vampire gets a combo into the backline. He'll live, but I don't think it's going to be the engage which they needed. Jackalove jumping forwards, and Monkey goes down. A trip over the wall. Nothing beats a Cassante holiday, apparently. 369 will teleport back over. Cube flashing forwards. Didn't they see an angle here? Karras is very, very strong. Misses the Q3. 369 should die here. Top Esports, I think you just have to back off. Don't take this too far. Cullen comes back off a cooldown, though. Perhaps that's the play which they need. Vampire gets himself under headbutt, but no pulverize. The Q's not bad, but the Herald saves Jarvan. Chovy uses that, and a double tap from Jackalove might be able to kill Tayan. Needs one last bit of damage. Goes down to the Corki. Karras a little bit more damage. Karras cleaning up the killer body rabbit. With the sharp pointy teeth will make it into, what, a 3 for 3. Auto attack move. I think he would have killed that. Actually, a smite kill from Chovy to finish off that last one there. 9 to 8 in terms of kills. Almost a kill a minute here, folks. One shy of it. 369 misses that knockup. 3,000 gold lead for Team W for Top Esports, though. Vampire doesn't have flash. He's dead. He's going to get combo down here. Q over the wall. Vampire, I'm not really sure what you were doing there, but this is not your side of the map. The all-out could have potentially carried someone out. In fact, he can still do. That could be a bit of a problem. No, he dies too. WE go way too far. Tayan, not bad damage onto him. Karras coming through, and he's actually quite scary. Good damage onto Hung, and he'll kill off Chovy as well. Q trying to get the kill with the last auto. Does. The burn comes through. Jackalove cancels an auto attack. Cream, rather. Sorry. Not Jackalove. He's still on the other side of the fight. He's going to try and jump forward as fast as he can. Ult from the Sion will duck him down. Damage onto Tayan. Jackalove, how much extra damage has he got? One more skill could actually kill him. Needs to be careful from Tayan. Tops over the Frost Bomb. Double kill for Jackalove. Top Esports. Good fight on the bot side of the map. Again, WE just not playing the map very respectfully against the Jarvan. Again, or the Rift Maker. Vampire still has no flash. He's actually in quite a lot of trouble here. We'll get out with a heal. Colt comes through from the side, but this all starts because Vampire is in the wrong place. He combos forwards now, but he shouldn't have been there. His team trying to bail him out. Jackalove will dash out of the damage from Karras. Hung will die again, but Karras is in trouble this time. Can't hop and Bunny's help his way out of this one. 369, another slow. Realm Warp under the turret, potentially. Used the reposition, not able to do so this time. Vampire actually able to escape just for a little while longer, but not long enough to escape the supermarket shelves. Bream will live with the Seraph Shield. Top Esports skirmishing their way through so effectively with the Jarvan, Braum, Lucian. Who said that Top Esports had no damage? Who said that they needed to get towards late game? I would like to introduce you to Lucian, Braum, and a Jarvan. Yeah, they'll do the early game damage for you. WE have fallen apart in this game too. their macro, their movements around the map have been very disrespectful of Jarvan, of Braum, of the Realm Warp being able to collapse as well. Yeah, Sion, throw him on there too. 2,000 gold advantage. Early game Sion damage can actually be very, very impactful. WE should have just let Vampire die the last 2 times. He was out of position. Let the cow die. He's gone for the redemption first. It's been a more common thing for our supports. But again, if you are a Vampire Glazer, if you're a WE Glazer, and again, you absolutely should support your teams. I full-heartedly agree with that. And that's a cool thing to see as the things supported that. You do also need to criticize them for overextending like this. Their jungle support, when a game gets a little bit behind, when the game gets a little bit out of their control, fall apart like this. Vampire will die, get slammed into the dirt by the Sion. WE, they have not been able to match their game 1 fortunes. Destroyed in laning phase through bot lane. Destroyed through jungle support macro across the map after. It has not been pretty from Team WE. I said this is an early game comp, but I weirdly still felt like they don't have that much damage. Again, Ryze has plenty of damage. Lucian has plenty of damage. I think this team's got plenty of damage where you need it. Jackalope walking across the map now, taking away some Raptors. 7,000 gold ahead. WE, you know, real credit to Karis and Cube actually having a pretty decent game for themselves. I know that now. Cube's now down a ton of gold and whatever, but Cube has actually been fighting very effectively. I actually think Cube's had a decent game on the Cassante, trying to be that front line. You know, the fight around the Herald, the fight around the... there was one fight before that, just there too. Full push up on the map. There's one ward deep into red side from WE. Dragon will get taken by top Esports. No contest from WE. They have no gold to fight with, really. Now, they do have gold onto their mid lane. Cream being down 1,000 gold is actually a huge problem. Now, I know it's because of 8 kills onto the side of Karis. Cube trying to get some value onto 369. Will W unstoppable pathmaker his way back. I don't know if I would like this team if they weren't a little bit bad. That's true. There's something quite charming about this team, isn't there? Despite the fact that they do have quite glaring flaws, they can make some good plays out there. Karis on a flank. Perhaps that could be the flank which they need. How much time can they buy for him to turn in? Enough, apparently. He's off vision. How much value can he get? Good ult, but it doesn't hit Jackalope. Jackalope dashes out of it. Good reaction timing on the Lucian. Kanavi comes back to peel into the front line, and the flank from Karis is not supported by WE. Karis, he's going to get some damage down. He's going to get slapped by the Sion once again. Karis, the flank is a good angle, but W can't find the engage, and it will be a clean ace for top Esports. Not a single death. WE slapped about in this second game. 10,000 gold advantage to top Esports. Pushing in towards those towers. A teleport out onto the map from 369 once more. WE can't deal with the early damage of the Lucian Braum, with the early power of Braum, Jarvan, you name it. The Sion as well, 369, critical in every fight. Hard to choose an MVP for this one. Perhaps Jackalope, perhaps 369, one of the two. WE, either way, falling to the hands of them both. Going towards a split pushing option. It's not like WE have great ability to stop them on the split push. This game actually comes down to a lot of Karis. Pulling away from top lane. I think that's actually not a bad decision. Can he get that much done with it? Phase rush from Cream puts him under tower. Not great from him, actually. Full wave zoned off by it from Cube. Cube can teleport onto the other side of the map if he wants to. I think teleporting under turret will get him killed. Not going to lie. Kanavi going mid lane. Misses the shurikens. Cream very, very unlucky to not get more damage down there. But also, Kanavi getting top Scuttle Crab. He's playing for individual advantage. Again, he's going to be 3 camps ahead or so, which is really dangerous to give. He's going to hit 6 early, actually. Can he get... Oh, yeah, he gets level 6 just now. He'll walk down. Zed will clear the control ward. Will he contest for these Raptors, or are they already going to be gone? Perhaps already there. The tip has dropped in mid lane. No mid lane support coming to this jungle now. Kanavi, steals this away. Goes to the ult there as well. Monkey doesn't have flash. Triple shuriken. Is it enough? It is enough for the Column Meek. Kanavi gets the passive auto attack, and it's a solo kill first blood for the Zed, who was just power farmed in the early game. Steals the buff, steals the camp rather, gets the kill. Kanavi now heading down bot side. Cube does not have level 6 just yet. He doesn't have his ultimate. Not a great ult from Jackalope, trying to predict perhaps a flash. Double summoners from Vampire used, one from Tae. Robs will be taken by WE. Are we going to see a contest over this? Perhaps not. Red buff was taken actually by Chovy because he killed Monkey. Ooh, very close to stealing that, you know. There's no smite now for a few seconds. Chovy walking over towards Monkey. Gets 1 Q down. Hang on a second. Doesn't have flash. Shenol's coming at Chovy, my dude. You just walked over here. You have no ult. You have no W. Jumps out. Flash over. A kill on the other side. Chovy completely ins. Monkey might get ran down, though, by the Gnar. Can Cube save him? In the mid lane, or another kill comes through into Taeyun's pockets and Karis as well. But Chovy, why the hell did he hop over the wall? What did... On the hole. Monkey doesn't have Ghost. Does have the bailout. Stun comes through onto him. Flash charm. Creep, you shouldn't have been there. You just shouldn't have been there. Chovy could still jump forwards, though. Jumping forward from Karis again. Has one last ult charge. Could look for something. Does Chovy want to outplay it? Vampire, low HP. I think they can play this now, you know. They don't have that much go buttons left. The charm does land. Jackal lands some damage back. Taeyun jumping forwards. Chovy, where is your ult? Jumping onto Taeyun. Doesn't have flash. Will go down into the bailout, but he will get killed by the Gnar. 369, Chovy still in there. Shen trying to get that shield through and will get it. Chovy has flash. The taunt will miss. And Top Esports lose the fight 2 for 1, but they do get Taeyun down. I think Top Esports just uses Shadow to the side or backwards. And at that point, hang on a second, Chovy does have his Shadow up. Flash for the handshake. Okay, good damage onto him. Getting away from the redemption. Vampire may go down to the mark. Bailed out comes through. Vampire's burning out, and Chovy will get himself the kill. Taeyun jumps forwards, gets himself a 1v2 solo kill onto the bot side of the map. Cream will trade the Tibbers back. Monkey quite low, but not going to be able to do that much. Taeyun, the 1v2 onto Jackal and Hung. Really showcasing the power of the Yunara here. It's a fully Ionian derby hit. Shen, Ahri, Yunara, and the Zed on the other side as well. Throw in Varus and Karma. Ton of Ionian champions about the place. Dragon's flash will flash away, so ult for flash, all things said and done. No ult now. Cream, maybe should have flashed yourself. Does he have phase rush? Well, we might need it. Taeyun starting to rip through the damage. Monkey goes down. 1 for 1 so far. Taeyun gets himself 1 in there too. It's only the support gone down to the Karma. Double kill towards that Karma now as well. Top Esports, they're not fighting well. Cream not flashing in that play, giving a triple kill to Taeyun. Top Esports are fighting worse than WE. The team which knocked them out of playoffs last split, perhaps returning as kryptonite. Chovy, bad shadow from it too. The potential of a a taunt flash under turret. What is Cream doing? 0 and 3. Awful game on the Annie. Onto him. Well, Karma's dead. Herald has been picked up by Zed. But he can't pick up the eye. He secures the objective. No Shenol right now. Vampire's behind him. We're going to red buff. They could kill him here. They spot him out. Do they know that Renata's behind them? Great damage coming through if Chovy. Bailout comes through. How much damage have they got? Not enough. Kill onto the Olaf. Shenol not up just yet. They're not killing the... Oh, hang on a second. That's the Tibbers coming through. Wow, that's a lot of damage coming through. Taeyun, can he get himself the kills he needs? I'm not sure. A lot of damage onto the charm, giving him some time to rip, roll, and fire. Chovy gets the kill back onto him, and that'll be a shutdown almost certainly. Chovy gets a lot of damage down, and that's some good damage onto them. Closing a ton of the gold lead, and while all this is happening, 369 is on top side, threatening Cube. If Cube had stopped to defend the turret, he wouldn't have been in a position necessarily to teleport back in. Tower goes down. The feats of strength already over to double. There is a Shen ultimate. Teleport in. I think it's a little bit late on the teleport. We're looking for a teleport now. Oh, that's very deep from Monkey. Do they have the Shen ultimate enough? Ult's coming through. I think Chovey's gone too deep. Good damage. Has the bailout got enough? No, it hasn't. They don't manage to save their jungler. They don't manage to save anything. Top Esports take the dragon. They take the kills. Cube rooted on the bot side, and it's not a very strong Shen. WE fumble the team fight. Top Esports take the lead. What a throw from W. Stop the Drake stacking. Monkey goes in well too deep. Atakan goes down as well. No throw around that. I'm sorry, folks. That's the game. You needed to get an early lead. 3,000 gold lead now to the Zed. This Olaf is not tanky, and I don't care if you have a bailout and a Shen. You're not doing value. I think this is fine. You know, there are plenty of champions which deal with Gnar. You can't Gnar blind pick. If Gnar can be blind pick, that's a problem. Dragon's up in 20 seconds. W will try again. Top Esports need to be careful about the way that they approach poke. There is a chance that they can just get flash engaged onto by Vampire or Cube Taunt, potentially worst case. Jumping force, trying to force out some damage on to the Olaf. As the Arius died, Olaf's going to go into the backline. He doesn't survive either. 2 down already. And WE, it has happened again. The 2-1 defeats will continue until gameplay improves. Another kill to finish it off. 5 for 1. Jackulov dies. Cube went in to try and secure that. Top Esports won't even go for the dragon. They'll go right up towards that Baron, earn their prize. Claim it, rather. It's WE. Another 2. Navi walking around the back of bot lane turret. Making sure there's no defenders working their way towards it. Wave pushed forwards again in bot side. W trying to wave clear. They're down 3,000 gold from the Baron buff, not to mention the fights which happened before it. The redemption will come in to keep them topped up from some of this poke. Well, I mean, they're trying the Shen bomb. I think it's just been a dud. It has just been a dud. The Olaf goes down. 5,000 gold down. I think other members are going to die very quickly afterwards. Double kill to Jackie. Can they get anything more? They do get a turnaround kill, but it's a third over to Jackie as well. A triple kill. I mean, if they charged further forward, perhaps the Penta would be on the cards. Kanavi dies by himself a GA and says, well, I don't want to do that again. 14 stacks for Cream's Magi's after that too. WE losing 3, taking 1. Teleport back in from Cream. 4 versus 2 tower push. Not sure where they can... well, no, with 10 seconds left on the Baron, I don't think this is the game. Not necessarily. Yeah, they'll... happens there. He goes back in for the Atacon kill. Jump forwards in mid lane. Should miss on the Charm Flash. Jackulov has Cleanse and Flash still. And we'll just start to kill Monkey. Bailout's down. Doesn't need to flash. Stand and deliver WE. Jackulov, the Highwayman, just guns him down. 369 doesn't have a flash to follow up with. We could potentially walk forwards for a boomerang slope. Anyone pushing in waves? Perhaps they don't need it. Monkey has had a dreadful game. 0-8-8. If it's an 808 drum, the frequency is a low, but his KDA is lower. Top Esports pushing in through that mid lane. I don't think WE have got what it takes to survive it this time. Not this time. Too many waves pushing in. Too much ability to hit these towers. Demolish will hit the first one. That'll be 1 tower down. Can they focus on the rest of it? Good shadow there. Kanavi forcing a flash, goes over the hostile takeover. Jump back to his shadow. Monkey is back alive, and he's just going to die again. He's just going to die again. Flash forward from Cream will seal the deal. A GA will help things out. Yes, there's some resets from Karis, but I do not think they matter at all. And in the Ionian Derby, Top Esports will come out on top. A kill from Karis will give him a last hurrah, but WE, this script was written in advance. Cream with a quadra kill and a 2-1 victory for Top.